how to start and run a successful junk hauling business, and how I got into a junk hauling business. So I was doing conventional real estate from 2001 until 2006, regular buy and sells, representing clients, and we were in a great economy. Everybody was making a bunch of money. Everybody and his brother-in-law was in real estate. We were all doing well. In 2006, that's when the doomsday news started everywhere. And I'm in Los Angeles, so in the Los Angeles Times, there was articles every day about the recession starting, about there was a bubble in real estate, about Alan Greenspan, you know, forecasting a bubble, and all these other specialists and economists were all saying that the doomsday was coming. And sure enough, right after that, we were in a recession. I was trying to do things in real estate, but just nothing was happening. Everybody was bad. Everybody was getting laid off. Title company was laying people off. Escrow company, loan agents, real estate agents, we were all doing bad. So I mean, every morning, the worst thing in the morning was I would see my wife get ready to go to work, and she would leave to work every morning while I stayed at home with nothing to do and with no income, and I just felt terrible. So, because I'm in real estate, you know, I was making calls, just doing different things, and I got offered a territory to clean up bank-owned properties. So I says, I'll do anything. I just wanted to bring home some money into the family, and put some food on the table. So I did it. I just said, yeah, I'll do it. And I started with no truck, no equipment, nothing, no wheelbarrows, no trash cans, nothing. I just started with, my friend had a truck, a stake truck bed, and that's how I started. I would borrow his truck when he wasn't using it, and when he was able to haul away the debris, I paid him a certain amount. When I borrowed the truck from him, I would pay him a certain amount. We would just work it out, and I made sure it was fair for him, that he made money, and it worked great. And things went well, and soon enough I had all kinds of equipment. I had a dump truck, I had guys working for me, and it went very well. So from my past experience in real estate, I didn't want to be stuck or just be dependent on one source of income, because, man, it was very painful those 6 months with no income. So I says, well, you know, let me grow this business so I can make, you know, some more money, and plus I can just have more than one client. So I started looking into, sign up with one of those national franchise junk hauling companies. So I look into it, and it cost around $250,000 to buy a franchise from one of those guys, and it was just too much money. There was just no way that I was going to pay that much money to be in the junk hauling business. But I was already doing it. I was already profitable. I was already making money. I already had equipment, and I kind of figured it out. And, you know, in the junk haul, if you buy one of those franchises, they want a cut out of every job that you do. That's number one. And number two, you're kind of limited on what you can do, how you can advertise, and they want to do it a certain way. And I figured out just by doing all kinds of different things, and I figured it out. So the franchise was out of the question. So then I said, well, let me throw some some ads in the newspaper, in the local newspaper, in the throwaway newspaper. So I put some ads, no response. I said, what's going on here? I just, you know, won a few calls, a few extra jobs a month, and start building up some referrals. So I did some research, and I found out that all media is dying off. Newspaper, radio, TV. The only thing that is good is the internet. That's the only thing that is growing. So I said, well, let me find somebody that'll build me my website, a junk hauling website. I figured it'd be easy enough. So I hire a local guy, pay him some money. I paid him in full because I was eager to get it done, because I wanted to grow my business. So I call him, I meet with him, I tell him I want a simple website, white letters, white background, black letters, and a blue logo. Simple. He says, oh, check back with me in a couple of weeks. He started giving me the runaround. I checked back with him in a couple of weeks. I says, hey, how's it going? How's the website? You need anything from me? He says, well, yeah, I want you to pick this different shade of blue because a shade of blue looks different in natural sunlight compared to indoor sunlight. So then it's like, oh, come on, man. You think I care about a shade of blue, or somebody who needs a property cleaned up cares about a shade of blue? Just build it. I don't care. You pick it, whatever you want. Another couple of weeks go by, no website, can't get a hold of him. I tell him I want my money back, just to forget it. And I'm sure he spent my money, and so I was just like, I'm not going to spend any more energy on this. I'm going to just build my own website. So I built a website called, the domain is haulinginla.com. Don't go visit it. It's old, it's ugly, it's outdated. I haven't uploaded any pictures or any articles, nothing lately. Because number one, the website is doing very well. I get a lot of business from it. I get a lot of leads, clients, and I just, the experts say if it's working, don't mess with it, don't change anything. So that has been updated. I built a new website since then. Well, just on junk calling, and I'll talk to you about that one later. But when I built my first website, I learned about web design, search engine optimization, and how local, geographical optimized sites work. For example, if you type into Google like junk hauling Los Angeles with a zip code, it's very, Google knows exactly. If your website is optimized for junk hauling Los Angeles 90010, and somebody types into Google search junk hauling 90010, then that's how your website comes up number one in Google for certain terms. So that's just a very brief description. I'll get into more how it works later on. So junk hauling in LA is number one for a lot of terms. Junk hauling Los Angeles, garage cleanup Los Angeles, yard cleanup Los Angeles, attic cleanup Los Angeles. It's number one and for a lot of terms. So I just leave it alone. It's doing well. This is the secret of junk hauling business. The secret of the junk hauling business is that you make money no matter what, in good times or in bad times. In the bad times during the recession, I had contacts with banks, with preservation companies, with credit unions, with REO agents that represent the banks to clean out and sell a property. So they would hire us to clean out their properties. And as things got better, the REO business died down a little bit, and then I built a new website called 365 Junk Removal, and this website was more targeted towards contractors and to get business from contractors. So once we were out of the REO, then we just transitioned into cleaning up properties for contractors, junk hauling for contractors, cleaning up their sites. A new construction site will need at least 1 to 2 pickups a week, because they go in and they dig out the foundation, that has to be cleaned up, and then do the framing, then that has to be cleaned up, then they do the drywall, that has to be cleaned up, then they do the kitchens, the bathrooms, and whatever, and the flooring, all that has to be cleaned up all the way, the cut material, the roofing, the stucco. So it all happens in stages. Some like general contractor clients, we go twice a week.